Okay, guys, I have just washed and exfoliated and put moisturizer on my face, so it's clean and ready to go. So I figured for tonight's live video, I'm going to do a full face of makeup. And like I said, I don't have a lot of the LimeLight products yet, so I'm going to use the LimeLight Botanical Foundation and then just whatever I have for the rest of my makeup. So, like I said, full face tonight. And you can see how clean and nice my face looks. It's all moisturized, it's glowing in the light. So, alright, I guess we should get started. So, I'm trying to make my face dry a little bit. I just now put moisturizer on, so. First thing I'm going to do is, I feel like I got hair on my face. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on primer. So, I got my empty thing. Hold on. I got one that's full somewhere. Here it is. I keep a stockpile primer because primer is my lifesaver. If I don't have primer, everything peels, and I feel like primer is more important than a setting spray because on my skin, I don't ever use a setting spray, and my makeup just lasts and lasts, and that is because I always do my primer, I think. So, if I had to choose between primer and setting spray, I would choose primer. And I can't wait to try the LimeLight primer. It's a spray primer, so I've never done anything like that, so I don't know how that would work, or if it would, I don't know. I've never tried anything like that, but I'm excited to try it. So I'm just patting my primer in, not rubbing it in, because like I said, that just moves the skin around, so I'm just going to kind of pat it on my face. So, how has everybody been? What's everybody done today? There's like, what, 3 inches or more of snow outside? So I'm sure a lot of people haven't been going places. Oh, we got all kinds of people watching. Hi, Tanya. Ashley, right now I'm using Rimmel London Fix and Perfect. It's in this little white and blue tube. And this is what I've been using for like a year or more. Like, this is my favorite primer. I used to use that baby skin pore filler or whatever, but I didn't like that very much. It made my makeup look weird, so. Yeah, I know what you mean, Alicia. I'm snowed in too. I live up on this big hill, and Troy can get out, but I'm not about to try it, so. I just sit at home. I don't go anywhere. I ain't been anywhere since it snowed, so. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, because I don't like to go straight in. I like to let it dry into my face. So I'm going to go through here. Hi, Deidre. Yeah, it's from Walmart. So it is, I can't tell you the price of it. I don't really know. I don't remember how much it costed, but it's not like expensive or anything. It's drugstore, so that's good. All my makeup is drugstore besides for my LimeLight and what few Mary Kay products and stuff I have. Everything else is drugstore, so I'm just letting that dry a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with my LimeLight Botanical Foundation, which is my fave. And you can see I still got tons of it. It barely even has anything gone. And, yeah, I've had it since November, so that's pretty good. I'm trying to think. Do I want to put it on with the sponge tonight, or do I want to put it on with my brush? I think I'm going to do the sponge, because the other night when I did the sponge and I had those two pictures side by side, it looked really good, so I think I'm going to go in with a sponge tonight, guys. So, we'll see. Here, I'm just kind of dipping my sponge in there. And I'm nervous. Because I always have a bad makeup day, and I haven't had one yet, so I'm sure that one of these days I'm going to be on live and my makeup's going to look crappy. So, I got a mirror right here I'm looking into, so we're just going to go in with the foundation and cover up everything, all my acne and all my redness. And I've only dipped in there once, and I've got so much coverage already. Yeah, I mean, I've been, for this foundation, I typically use my big fluffy brush, foundation brush, my big fluffy one, but because I honestly, whenever I first got it, I couldn't get it to work for my skin. Like, it looked splotchy and stuff when I tried with a beauty blender. But I realized that wasn't because of the foundation. It was because I wasn't exfoliating. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is so, look at the difference, guys, of my skin. And I barely went over my cheek. Like, it isn't even, like, completely covered yet. And there's that much difference in redness. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do half my face and then see, compare. I know I did half and half with the drugstore Loreal and LimeLight, but let's see what it looks like when I do half and half here. And I'm just going to warn you guys, this is going to be kind of a long video because it takes me forever to do my makeup, especially full face. So, and I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm not like a pro at makeup. Like, it looks alright, and then other days it looks like crap. So, oh god, Alicia, my acne was bad in high school, but I mean, it's still like, doesn't look as bad since I've been exfoliating, but it's still horrible. Like, I feel like it's never going to go away. Like, it's never going to completely go away. I'm just going to have acne for my whole life, I think. So, I'm trying to make sure everything's patted in, and I actually think I'm going to, once I get done, I'm going to go over it with the brush, just kind of blend everything in. But look at that. Half with LimeLight and half with, and I've done, what, 2 dips? Have I dipped in this twice, and I didn't really need to. So, this is, the redness and all this acne, and this is my worst side. This is the side that I have the most acne on. So, that's crazy difference, guys. Whenever I exfoliate, I just use my cheap face wash, and I put some brown sugar in my hand, and then I squirt face wash over top, and I kind of rub it together, and then I scrub my face. Because the brown sugar is like, oh, I can't think of the word. Anyways, it's really rough, and it's going to scrub everything out of your face, and it really works. I mean, I really like it. So, the difference, guys, I mean, this isn't, I mean, you can't fake this. This is crazy. And this is the only foundation that I've ever found to cover my face this well. Like I've showed in pictures that I posted, my other foundation, my go-to foundation before I found LimeLight was that L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow. And I mean, this is the difference. This is crazy. Yeah, it's good. It is good stuff. It's very well worth it. So I'm just kind of sticking my sponge in there and twisting it. And we're going to go ahead and finish this side. Just to kind of see. I mean, you could see when I'm putting it on that it's just like I'm barely touching my face and it's already covered. I mean, it's not even all the way blended in. And already my redness is gone. I mean, imagine once I get my full face on how good it's going to look. Hey, Lindsay! Hey, Brittany! Just playing around with some makeup, putting on a full face tonight. I only have the LimeLight foundation, so the rest of my products are going to be drugstore. I mean, I might have a few high-end things, but most of it's drugstore. Glamouflage by Hard Candy. Glamouflage. I don't think I've ever tried that, honestly. I've seen it, but I don't think I think I've tried a couple things from Hard Candy, but it's just been like eyeliners and stuff, more of the colorful stuff. I've not tried a lot of their base products. So, just try to get everything blended right. I'm trying to do it through the camera. I have a mirror right here, but I keep catching myself looking at the camera and not looking at the mirror, so. And like what I normally do is after I get everything on and I have a few spots that I don't think I've covered very well, I'll go in and I'll take my finger and dip in and then just kind of dot those spots, which is like right through here because this is where I get my acne. So I'm just going to kind of put a few dots on both sides, although this side doesn't really need it. I have a few places right there. I have a zit right there. Just kind of covering what I already have. So then I'm just going to take my sponge, and I'm not really going to blend very much because then it's just going to move it off and it's going to be pointless. So I'm just barely going to dab it in just to where it doesn't look like it's, well, I feel like my cheek needs a little bit more foundation. I mean, my pores are almost, I mean, you could see them. I have very big, deep pores. But they're almost non-existent, like with this foundation on. And the thing I like the most is that this foundation, it doesn't, when you put it on, you can't, I mean, you can tell you got makeup on, obviously, but you can't tell it as bad. Like, when I have other makeup on, it's like cake face. And you can see it. So, you guys seen how red and stuff my face was before. So, this is after I got it all on. I'm just trying to make sure I covered up all my redness. So this is with the foundation on my face. I'm actually going to take this brush and just kind of blend everything a little bit better, because I feel like I didn't blend it very well with that little sponge. I normally use like them little cheap beauty blenders from Walmart or the dollar store. But I've learned that I really like this brush a lot better. So, yep, this is the, look at that face, guys. That face was all red. It was seriously, every bit of my face was red. And now look at it. And it matches my neck perfectly. I get more and more amazed every time I use it. Like, every time I put it on, I'm like, oh my God. So, it's every single time. I'm amazed every time, so. Thanks, Lindsay. For everybody that's just hopping on, I'm just going to do a full face of makeup. I've done my LimeLight foundation. I'm just kind of letting that dry a little bit. And then I'm going to jump into a full face, and I'll just be using whatever products I have drugstore. So, typically, I think I would normally not put on powder, but I think I'm going to, just to kind of hold my foundation in place, because it looks pretty good right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put on powder to hold it in place. I normally don't do powder until after I'm completely done, but I'm going to go ahead and do some just to hold it in place, because it looks pretty good right now. So, oh gosh, I feel like I'm getting like congested. So I'm just going to go into my powder and get me quite a bit on my brush and just pat it in. Because if you rub it in, it moves the foundation you've already got on. It'll move it, and then your foundation will look splotchy, and it's just not going to look as well. So I've learned to just pat my products in, not to rub them into my face. That's like the most important thing I think I've learned from watching YouTube videos is pat, not rub. Because it really does help your skin a whole lot. I use quite a bit of powder. So, I can't wait to see my kit. Like, I haven't looked at a whole lot to what's going to be in it. But I know there's going to be some Dream Clean, some lip glosses, I think there's going to be eyeliner in it. I don't know everything, but I know some of the things that are going to come in it. But I'm really excited to get it. And as soon as I get it in, I'm doing a live to show me opening it. And then I think I'll wait till the next night and do a live using the products. Hi, Allie. So we just got it all patted in here. And, I would think I did 11-day shipping. So I would think I should for sure have it by Tuesday, but due to the weather, I don't know. So we'll see if it comes in by then. But I would think I should have it by Tuesday, if not before, because look at this. I didn't even know this thing had a mirror in it. I've never even seen this part of this palette. And I've had this for God knows how long. I didn't even know that was there. I was just putting it on. Oh, wow. Okay, so. Alright, powder's on. I'm sorry if I sound congested, guys. I think I'm getting yeah, I don't even know what that thing is. I don't like these things. Like, I never liked these at all. And I've seen them in other products, and I try to use them, but I don't like them. So, don't bother me that I didn't know it was there. So, the next thing I go into is my brows. And they are very unruly. Look at them. They're everywhere. I have very, very thick eyebrows. Like, my eyebrows grow everywhere. So, I just kind of try to tame them more than anything. I don't try to make them look perfect. I just tame them down. Make them not look as bushy. trying to find all my stuff. So I got this, and I use Hi Anna, Hi Susan, Brow Drama. And I use the e.l.f. brow pencil. So, Natalie actually introduced me to this little thing, and I really like it. Because it's got a brush on one end. And I'm just going to go through and, oh, the blender thing that I get with the kit, I don't know what they call it, but it's basically a beauty blender. But it's LimeLight's brand. I don't know what exactly it's called, but yeah, it's basically a beauty blender. So I'm just going to comb all my brow hairs up. Because that's what they tell you to do on YouTube. So if they tell you to do it on YouTube, it must be right, huh? That's how I feel. So, and then I just use this as my brow gel. And it's like mascara. I had a friend one time, and I was putting this on my eyebrows. And she's like, why are you putting mascara on your eyebrows? And I'm like, because that's what people do. No, I was like, because it's for your eyebrows. She had no idea why I was putting mascara on my eyebrows. But it's to hold them in place. And it's for my eyebrows. It's not mascara. So, just going to kind of put that on there while combing them up. Just to hold them in place. And it has a little bit of tint to it. So, it does kind of give some color. Yeah, the Blenderful. Yeah, there you go. It's called a Blenderful. I didn't know what it was called. Thank you, Ashley. And then I'm just going to take my eyebrow brow pencil, e.l.f. brow pencil, and I'm just going to kind of fill in. And my favorite thing to do is just to straighten out the bottom. To me, that's the most important. I want the bottom of my eyebrow to look pretty straight. So here we go. We'll say hi, Kendra. Okay, so we're just going to kind of fill in. And some days my eyebrows look like crap. Some days they don't. Hi, Mackenzie. So here we go. I'm going to be very careful and try not to mess it up. Now, I'm going to straighten up the bottom. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of do the front a little bit. I just do a few lines. It looks very big and bulky. I'll go ahead and comb it out because sometimes when it looks really bad, it doesn't look as bad after I get done combing it and getting it completely done. And then you got to think, once I get my eyeshadow and stuff on, it kind of moves some of the stuff so it won't look as bad. So, and I'll go in and fix that in a minute with my sponge. But so there's one eyebrow. Like I said, I have very thick eyebrows, so bear with me. Some days they look better than others. So I just kind of start in the middle and start filling in all the little empty spaces I have, and then I go underneath with a straight line because I don't have much of an arch. So the most I do for an arch is just fill in my tail. And then I try and straighten out the top a little bit. And then I go in the front. That eyebrow looks better than the other one. Definitely. This one looks a little bit too straight, but they are sisters, not twins. So they don't need to look exactly alike. Ain't that right? And then I'm just going to go through and comb them out again. And I comb them up just to kind of make my eyebrows look more realistic. I like when the hairs stick out a little bit because then you can tell that they're actually real eyebrows and they don't just look drawn on. So, there's my eyebrows. I'm going to go in and fix my little mistakes here where I smudged them. I always smudge them though, on purpose because it makes the tail like fade out a little bit, so I smudge them. Probably shouldn't, but I do. So, I'm just going to fix that. Okay. I'm getting all congested, guys. Hi, Angie. So, these are my brows. They're not, like, super filled in. They don't look perfect because I don't like my brows to look perfect because then they don't look real. They look completely drawn on, and I don't like that. So, okay, brows are done. So, after my brows, the next thing I would do would be my eyeshadow. So, I haven't decided what eyeshadow I'm going to do yet, but I did get this MoonDust palette, Urban Decay. So, look at the colors. I'm all about colors, guys. Look at this. And they're all, like, super, super shiny. Look at that. They're so pretty. Thanks, Tanya. I didn't know you were watching. Hi. Okay, so I like to take this palette and take like a bright color and I put it underneath on the bottom of my eye. So, I don't know. Ooh, I also have a big Morphe palette. See? I got this for Christmas last year. My dad dropped it. It busted 2 of my colors right there. And right there, see? They're gone. Oh, and that one in the middle. He busted that one too. So, but look at that. How beautiful. This is the Fall into Frost palette. Morphe palette, so. Okay, but for today, what am I going to do? I haven't decided. I usually always start by taking a neutral color. One of these. I typically take this one. And I'm just going to put it all over my eye. That way, it's like a base color, and it's going to help me blend the rest of my colors out. So, I'm just going to use my Morphe blender brush and dip it in there. Tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to kind of go in. I hold it from the end of the brush. That way, I have a very, very light hand, and it doesn't leave a big glob of really dark color. So, and I just kind of go in a windshield wiper motion and just kind of put it all over. And then I'm going to kind of put it on my lid too. Because this is just a base color. So you're not even really going to be able to see it. It's just basically to get powder on my eye. That way everything else will blend better. Oops, I almost went in the wrong color. So I'm going to go back in. Tap off the excess. And windshield wipers. Very light hand. Remember, we don't want a big clump of color. This is just for the powder, just so everything else will blend better. Alright. Go back in on my lids a little bit. Now, we got a nice, even base. I'm talking like I know what I'm doing. I really don't. Everything I learn on YouTube. So, seriously, I would sit down for hours and hours at a time at night, and I would stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning watching YouTube. So you can learn a lot from them beauty gurus. Like, I love watching YouTube. So now we got a nice base. See? Looks all smooth. Alright, so now I always do my crease colors first. My eyelid is the last. So for crease color, what should we do? Colorful or should we do neutral? Colorful, neutral, guys. Let's see. I'm debating on going into my Morphe palette. I want to do a matte color. I don't have very many mattes, but I always want to do matte in my crease and then leave the shimmers for my eyelids or underneath. So I think I'm going to go in with a darker brown, which would be about, I'm going to try and show you guys. This one. I don't know what their names are. Every Morphe palettes have names for their colors, but I'm just going to get it on my brush quite a bit. Tap off the excess. And I'm going to start in my crease. And remember, very tip of the brush. That way you have a light hand. That way you don't leave a ton of color on your eyelid. And just work it in the crease. We're going to do a windshield wiper motion. So, I'm going to try and look in my mirror here. Very, very light hand. I don't want a lot of makeup on my eyelid. And we're going to go up pretty high with this color. And blend, 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 blend. Okay. Blend is key. Blend, blend, blend. I like my eyeshadow to be very, very blended, so. I blend a lot, which is probably why it takes me so long to do my eyeshadow, or to do my makeup in general. So we're just going to go, same thing with this eye. Blend, blend, blend. Windshield wiper, just to kind of, this is our base, or not our base, this is our second color. This is our base crease color. We'll do it that way, because I better do another color in the crease. Overlap them. It gets like a, okay, pretty blended. I just kind of clean my brush off with my hand, so I can get another color. This is my favorite blending brush, guys. I haven't tried LimeLights yet, but Morphe, this is my absolute favorite blending brush. It's just so bendy. Like, it just bends. It's really good. Like, if you guys want good brushes, Morphe has great brushes. I haven't tried LimeLights yet, but Morphe does have great brushes. So, alright, next color, let's see. I think, hold on. I want to do blue under, no. I'm trying to think what I want to do under my eye. That way I know what to do on the top of my eye. But I can't decide. So I'll probably do purple underneath. So I got these little eyeshadows at the dollar store for 50 cents. These little, you know, LA Color matte eyeshadows. They're really good eyeshadows, actually. Like, they're worth 50 cents. So, hi, Veronica. I haven't talked to you in forever. Oh my gosh. Your babies are so cute. I love them. I wish I could see them. You live so far away. But they're adorable. Okay, so, purple. We're going to go in purple. Going to be dramatic tonight, guys. I'm moving on my crap. We'll go back to the crease. And very, very lightly. Even more lightly than what we were doing. And we're not going to go up as high. We're going to kind of stay in one place. We're not going to go up near as high with this color. Just try to kind of blend it. You know, it shows up way better on camera. Like, in person, I can't even tell I got purple on, but on the camera, you can kind of see where I put it, so. Oh my gosh! So, I dropped my camera. I know this video is lasting forever, guys, but, you know, after it gets done and you guys can review it, you can skip through all my talking and just kind of see what it looks like after I'm done. And go to the other side. The baby's crying, but Troy's got him, so he's okay. I need a little bit more. I didn't have much on my brush that time, so. Oh, yes, he is very chunky. And thank you. I think he's cute, too. But he is 21 pounds as of his last appointment. And he is 8 months old, so that's... He's pretty heavy. He is wearing 12 to 18 months clothes, and he's actually outgrown some 12 months, so pretty much 18 months clothes. So he's very, very big. Very, very big and very, very heavy. And he cries every time I walk into a room because he wants me to get him. And if I don't get him instantly, whenever I walk into a room, he gets mad and screams at me. So, but he doesn't do that to Troy. If Troy has him, he doesn't cry at all. But I get him, and he cries. Or if I walk into a room, he cries. So, alright. Now what I think I'm going to do is, because I didn't want a whole lot of purple. You could barely tell I got purple on. But, next thing I'm going to do is my lids. And I'm going to use... I just washed all my brushes, so I'll kind of look through them to find the one that I want. I have a Morphe brush somewhere that I use. Here it is. This Morphe brush right here. I'm going to use, it is a, I don't know what it's called, but it's one of them flat ones. So I'm going to use this for my lid. And on my lid, I'm going to use a lighter color because my crease is pretty dark. So I'm going to do a lighter color on my lid. And I'm thinking that I will go in with this one right here. I'm going to use it. So I'm just going to kind of pack that up on my brush. That's a little bit gold. I didn't know it was gold. It looked tan until I got it on my brush. I just knocked every bit of it off. Alright. Go on to my lid. I'm trying to get my mirror here where I can see. I ain't got very much at all on my brush. You can barely see it. So, I'm just going to kind of put it on my lid. Kind of dabbing it on there. Get a little bit more. Hi, Skylar. We're just doing makeup. I'm trying to get Natalie to go on live with me, but she won't, so you need to talk her into it. I asked her, and she's like, no, I'm too nervous. I don't want to. So you need to talk her into it, because I can't get her. I want to do her makeup, but she's not up for that, so I can't. Okay, I have trouble doing my other eye because I can't, like, close one at a time. And so I have to kind of squint and hope for the best. So... you guys hear Bubby crying? He's mad. Troy's in there with him, though. Now. Alright. Hi, Jasmine. So that's my eyeshadow so far. That's not all I'm going to do, but for now, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to get my little teeny tiny brush. I don't know what this is actually called, but it's the little teeny tiny pointy one. And this is what I do the corners of my eyes and stuff with. So I get like a really bright color. Really bright, really light color. So like this one that's almost gone right here. Because Dad knocked it out of my, knocked it off the counter. So I'm going to kind of get some of that because it's... I get quite a bit. Like, I soak my brush in it, and I'm just going to kind of put it in the corners. Hold on, a little bit too much. Do it in the corners. It just kind of like a highlighter. Get some more. Everything shows up better on camera. So, like, on my camera, that looks super bright. But in person, it doesn't look that bright. And then I'm just going to kind of do some underneath my brow. Just to kind of enhance it. Alright. Now, I am going to do my under eye eyeshadow. I just kind of wipe that off because I use this brush for that too. So, I just kind of wipe it off the extra. And under my eye, I think since we did purple, I'm going to go in with, in the MoonDust palette, Urban Decay MoonDust, I'm going to do the, what's it called? Magnetic, which is the purple one right there. So, I'm going to get some of that. And this palette works so much better if the eyeshadows are kind of damp. So, I have this Wet n Wild primer spray, but it's not primer spray. It's water / hairspray. Because whenever I do primer, and I run out of primer spray, I mix water and hairspray together and spray it. And it actually works pretty good. So, under eye, it's under here, Dad. Right there. So, I'm going to get some of the purple on my brush. Okay. And then I'm going to wet my brush. shake it off. Now. Okay, there's that one. I'm going to get some more. Then I'm going to spray it again. And these eyeshadows work so much better if they're damp. So, I always spray them. Okay. I'll have to clean up under my eyes. But see, that is the under eye. Purple. And now I will go. Now I'm completely done with eyeshadows now. So I'm going to put my palettes up. And I'm going to go into my eyeliner. And I'm not going to do a top eyeliner. I'm going to stick to the bottom and I'm going to do purple. To enhance the purple that I just put on. And this is a Hard Candy Stay In Line Mechanical Eyeliner Pencil, and it's purple, obviously, very purple. So, I'm going to do my waterline in this. I love purple, so I do a lot of purple. I can hear Bubby getting mad. Okay. Now, next is mascara, and I lost my mascara primer, and that makes me very mad because I love my mascara primer. It was like, it made my eyelashes super long, but I can't find it. It was like, let me see, is like this, but only it was white, and it coated my eyelashes in white first, and then I put this on over it, and it made them really long. But this is the Loreal Telescopic in Carbon Black, and I'm going to put this on. So, I know the light behind me is too bright. I don't like it, but I can't. That's my ceiling light. So, I'm going to comb down first and coat the back of my lashes. And then I'm going to coat the front. I'm going to go back over it. Hi, Chandra. I'm just coating my lashes right now. Okay, I don't know where my mascara primer is, but I wish I had it because my eyelashes look much better with it. Hi, Whitney. I'm coating the backs of them. And then I'm going through and doing the front. It takes me a while to do my eyelashes because I like them to look long. Alright, there's my top eyelashes. And like I said, if I had my lash primer that I lost, they would be like really, really long right now. But I don't know where it is. I've lost it, and it makes me very upset. I'm going to have to buy a new one. Okay, now I'm going to go into my bottom eyelashes. My bottom eyelashes are almost non-existent. You can't even really see them, but they're there. Okay. Now that that's done, we will go to, I think we're going to go to contour. And, okay, so this is my eyes. finished. So, do you guys like or do you not like it? Just my finished eye product. Okay. But anyways, contouring. ProFusion contour palette is the best thing I have ever found to contour with. And it was very cheap. I found it at TJ Maxx. And sometimes they have them at the dollar store. Not very often. But I seen them around Christmas one year. And they were in there. So this is what it's very dirty. So don't judge. But this is what it looks like. And you have all your highlighting shades here. These are your two highlighters. And your sparkly highlighters. And then these are your other highlighters. And these are your contours. And bronzers. So we're going to go. Thanks! It is the, I will get it back out and show it to you, the Urban Decay MoonDust palette. And it was called Magnetic. And they work a lot better if they're damp. Like you put it on your brush and spray it. It works a lot better that way. And then I have the Hard Candy Stay In Line eyeliner on too on the waterline. So it made it pop a little bit more. Thanks, Jasmine. Thanks, Jessica. Okay, so we're going to go to contour. And I just washed my brushes that came out of this palette, so I got to get them back out. They have like a rose gold on them. So it comes with these three brushes. You got your angled contour brush, and then your smaller angled contour brush, and then you got your flat brush, which I use for the sparkly highlight under my eye. So I always go in with the big one first. And I go in to this brown right here, and I cake my brush up. Like I get a lot, so. And I usually mix this one and this one together. Just because this is more of a bronze and this is more of like a matte brown. And I kind of get the excess off because I get a lot. And then I'm just going to kind of, I'm very lightly rubbing it so I don't move my foundation. And I'll go from the top of my ear around and under my cheekbone. And I don't know if my contour ever looks good, but I try. And I'm going to do the other side. This side's harder for me to do because I don't have as much arm control on this side. Go back in and get some more. You don't want to bring it too far down because then it gets over here and it gets by your mouth and it doesn't look as good. Yes, this palette is so cheap. They always have some of the, they always have a ton of the ProFusion palettes at TJ Maxx. I said I got mine at TJ Maxx. I didn't. I got mine at Burke's in Moorhead. But TJ Maxx always has a ton of the ProFusion palettes. So, and they're really cheap. Like, go on their website, profusion.com. I don't know if it's Profusion Makeup or whatever.com. They're very, very cheap palettes. They're like, this one's, what, like $12 or $13 for this palette. And they have eyeshadow palettes, and then they have, like, lip palettes, and they have just about anything and everything you could need. They have eyeshadow or eyebrow palettes. They have everything. And they're cheap. They're very cheap. It's cheap makeup, so. Okay. So I'm just going to go through and blend that out a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to get some more of the darkest color here at the very bottom. I'm going to get some more of that. Just going to tap it off. And I'm going to go around my forehead here. And I'm just going to kind of blend it in around there and bring it down. I don't do a whole lot up there, so just a little bit. And then I get that darkest color again, and I go around my jawline. And I don't do it under, I do it right on. That way it creates a shadow. If I do it under, you can't see it, because that's how I used to do it. But I do it right on my jawline to kind of make it look like I don't have a double chin when I do have a double chin. So I'm just going to kind of go up and down, and then across. I kind of skip the middle, and I just go up and down, and then across. See, you could tell the difference a little bit. It's worth the extra time it takes to contour a jawline. And if it's not blended really well, that's okay because I'll go back in and blend it better. Okay, now I'm going to take my angled contour brush that comes in this kit. And I'm going to take it in that medium color in the middle there. I'm going to get some. Actually, I'll get some of the darkest too. And I'm going to contour my nose because I have a very big nose. So, I got to look in my mirror to do this or I won't get it even. So, for my nose, I just kind of go up and down, up and down. And the closer together your lines are, the thinner your nose is going to look. You do a line on each side. The closer together they are, the thinner your nose is going to look. And then I kind of do the tip of my nose a little bit around the edges of it. Okay, and then I take my little, I don't use the brush out of the palette. I use this white brush I got at the dollar store. It's actually a really good brush. It's a Wet n Wild brush. And I'm going to take it in the yellow banana powder looking color right here that I've used the most of. And I'm going to get quite a bit of that on my brush. And I'm going to go on my nose with it, right in the middle. And in between my brows. I'm going to get some more. I load up with this powder, so. And then I do the sides of my nose, down below my contour. And then, pretty much anywhere I didn't put contour, I put this. And then, under my eyes especially. You can tell I make a mess with this stuff because it's all over my palette. And I'm just going to dab in it. I'm not really trying to rub it. And then I'm going to go above where I didn't have no contour, above my brows. I'm going to go above my brows with it. Alright, and then just kind of blend in the excess under my neck, underneath of where I contoured. And then I might take a little bit in between where I contoured my cheek and my chin. Might need a little bit right there. Alright, now, my face is feeling kind of dry again, and you saw how oily it was before I started, and it's already feeling dry. So, now, I'm going to take my blush brush, my Morphe blush brush, and I have this little blush palette right here. BroadWay. They sell them at the DG now, the Dollar General, and they're really cute. They have their own little highlight color in here, and then they have like a bronzer and then 2 blush colors. So I like to mix the lightest and the darkest together, which would be this one and this one. I like to mix these 2 together. So I will just get some of that and some of that. I always tap off the excess. And then I do a C around my face, but I don't rub it. I pat it. So I'm going to start on the apple of my cheek and work my way around. And back and forth. Now, go back in to both colors. Tap off the excess. Start at the apple. Work your way around a few times. And if it doesn't look very blended at first, that's okay. Because we're going to go back in and make sure everything's blended in a second. So, now, I'm just making sure I've got plenty of color. Now, I'm going to go back into my contour palette here. I'm going to go back to it. And I'm going to grab some of both of these colors. I'm going to mix them together with my highlight colors with my little flat highlight brush that came in the palette. And I'm just going to kind of get some of both. Okay. Now, I'm going to take it right on the very top of my cheekbone. The very top of it. And I'm just going to kind of do that. I'm going to get some more. And again, on the other side. And I might get a little bit more and just dab it there on the very top. And then I'm going to take some and get it right there on the tip of my nose, and I kind of bring it up a little bit, but I do it on the tip of my nose, and then my Cupid's bow. I like my Cupid's bow to be very sparkly. So, alright, and then, now that that's done, the only thing we have left to do is lips. So, I actually cannot find my chapstick, so I'm going to use the chapstick end of this L'Oreal Paris lipstick. It has lip gloss on this side, and it has chapstick on this end. I'm just going to use this as my chapstick because it's clear. So, even when I'm doing liquid lipsticks, like the mattes, I still put chapstick on because my lips get really dry, and it's just going to dry into the creases. For the sparkle, in the corners, or on my cheeks. In the corners, I used a Morphe eyeshadow. But on my cheeks and stuff, I used out of this ProFusion contour palette. And it has these two sparkle colors, or it's upside down. It has these two sparkle colors up top, and I just mixed those together and used them. And these palettes are super cheap. You can get them at TJ Maxx or on their website. I think it's ProFusion Makeup or ProFusion Cosmetics or something. They're really cheap. They're like $12, $13. Very cheap. They might, on their website, they might be like $16, but they're not. They are not an expensive company. So, I'm going to my lips are very dry, so I overdo it with chapstick or whatever because my lips are super dry. So for my lips, I think I'm going to go in with, I have a whole drawer full of lipstick. Like, it's crazy. I have every color in the world. Like, look at these colors. I've worn these before. Look at these. All these are purple. And they're all NYX. Like, I have a ton of the NYX lipsticks. This is Butter Gloss, Matte Lip Cream, Butter Gloss. I have all kinds of lipsticks. So, let's do purple lipstick. How about it? I have another purple. I'm going to start out with, I don't know. I think I'm iffy. I think I'm going to go with this one. No, I'm going to start out with this really dark one, and then we'll put some light on too. Let's try that. Yes, I'm going to do purple. I do purple and wear it out sometimes, and I don't care. Like, people at Walmart might stare at me. I don't care. I like being crazy. I want orange lipstick. Like, NYX has an orange lipstick that I really want. I would love to have some of the Jeffree Stars, like all them crazy. They have this one, it's called Dream House. It's like really bright pink, like Barbie pink, and it has sparkle in it, and I want it so bad. It's a metallic matte lipstick, and I want it. It's beautiful. Okay, so this is gonna take a minute because I have to outline first, and then it takes a little bit, but so. You have to do a couple layers of this one. It doesn't cover very good. It does not have good consistency or whatever. It doesn't cover very well. It actually looks really good on camera, but it's not covering at all. You can still see the pink through onto my lips. So, that's the base color, because that's the darkest purple. But I'm going to go back in with this lighter purple and put it over top. Oh my gosh, you should wear it. I went to my mama's one time, and I had on purple lipstick, and I had a choker, and I was wearing all black, but I don't care. If people don't like it, they don't have to look at me. Like, that's how I feel. I mean, if they stare at me, then I must look good enough to stare at, then, huh? So, I mean, that's how I feel. Like, I don't care. I wear orange lipstick or bright yellow lipstick, and if I liked it, I don't care what other people think. Like, I think it looks good, so. And other people might think it looks good, and they might think I look crazy, but that's just their opinion. I don't care. You could try to be more like me, but, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like everybody should just not care. Who cares? We wear makeup for us, not for other people. Like, we wear it because we think we look pretty, so. That's how I feel. You should, yeah, definitely. Everybody should feel that way. Everybody should be like, who cares? It looks pretty. I think it looks pretty. That's all that matters. I just wish I had a bunch of crazy. I do too sometimes, like whenever I was like way out there, like big, pregnant with Emmett, and I wore purple lipstick out, and everybody was staring at me. I was like, and that was the first time I'd ever wore like purple lipstick out, and I was like, you know, I don't know if I should have wore this, but I kept it on, and I made myself stick it out the whole entire night, and I was glad that I did, because now I wear it everywhere. I don't care what people think. I wear it wherever. I wear it to Walmart. I wear it to the dollar store. I don't care. So. Okay. Okay, purple lips. See, purple lips are pretty. Yeah, really, that is like Walmart, the least of Walmart's problem. Walmart has a lot of other problems other than lipstick. But, see, purple looks pretty. See, if people thought, you gotta think, not much is gonna look crazy these days, because there's a lot of other things that are crazy in the world. And it's not just lipstick colors. I mean, there's a bunch of crazy people out there that wear crazy stuff, and lipstick is the least of everybody's problems. So, if they think you look stupid for wearing weird lipstick, then they got another thing coming. Yeah. So this is my finished full face. And after all that time spent putting it on, oh yeah, I was going to go back in and blend everything out. So I have this little Mary Kay brush. It's like supposed to be a blush brush, but I don't use it for blush. So I'm just going to go through and just kind of pat it on my face and just make sure everything's blended out really good. That way I don't have a bunch of dark spots or whatever. I just like to kind of make sure my face is blended out really good. And then make sure everything's blended down my neck. Okay. See? This is my finished full look with contour, and LimeLight is my base. And you can see how much brighter it makes my face look. Normally by now, after I got done with my makeup, my foundation would be smeared from where I touched my face while I was putting my makeup on. And it would be just splotchy and already dried up and flaking. Like normally, I get flakes right through here. And it'll just be like little dry patches of skin that's rolling off. And you can see it's not doing that. And that is probably thankful because thanks to my exfoliating that I've done. But this is full-faced, my full look. So, I hope everybody enjoyed watching me do my makeup tonight. If you have any questions about the LimeLight foundation or anything else, I mean, you want to purchase LimeLight foundation or any of the products I use, if you have questions about where I got them, what they are, just message me and I will get back to you because that's what I do. So, I was trying to put stuff away real quick before I get off here because I made a mess. I have like this little desk I use as my makeup, what are they called? A vanity. Yeah, I got a school desk. It's got like 3 drawers on each side, one big one in the middle where I keep my foundations. And I use it as my vanity because I wanted a vanity for a long time. And then I saw on Facebook somebody had this little desk for sale and they only wanted like $20 for it. And I was like, heck yeah, I'll make that my vanity. So I did, and I'm very, very happy with it. So I just try to keep it picked up and put everything away. So this is a full face, and I would take my hair down, but if I do, it's gonna like, because I let it dry in this headband, so it's gonna look very bad if I take it down. But you know, actually, all right, full face is done. I'm glad you guys watched with me. Thank you so much. Just leave me a comment below if you have any questions about anything that I have on. I am wearing LimeLight Botanical Foundation as my foundation for this look, and it is, foundation really does a lot for, you know, your full face, because if you don't have a good base layer, the rest of your makeup is not going to look near as good. So you want to have good foundation. You want to have that good base, because the main point of wearing makeup is to have that flawless looking skin. And my skin is far from flawless. It has redness, it has acne, it has scars, and I mean, can you tell that in this look? Like, I mean, you can see a little bit, but this is like a really, really bad breakout right here, and you can't hardly tell. I mean, it looks like I have a couple pimples, but that's a really, really bad breakout. Like, it's all the way down. So you want to have a good base. You want to have good foundation, and LimeLight is really the way to go. I mean, I know I preach it all the time, and I tell you guys all the time, LimeLight is, but it is. It's worth the $36 to have your face looking this flawless and to have your face looking this bright. And I mean, it's not a matte foundation, but it looks matte. Like, this doesn't, it's not a glow, it doesn't look wet, it's a dry, you know, it looks matte once you get it on, but it doesn't feel matte, it doesn't feel dry. It's wax based, it's good for your skin, it won't clog your pores, it can help clear up acne. If, you know, makeup is a lot of your cause for acne, it will help clear that up, because it is healthy for your skin. So if you guys want to get your hands on a thing of LimeLight Botanical Foundation, hit me up. If you have any other questions about this video, please don't hesitate to message me, because I have my phone 24/7. So thank you guys so much for watching with me tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow night for another live. Bye.